Awaken your power. This is Mindset Mastery.
You keep calling it kindness, but deep down, you know something feels wrong. You give and give and give, yet somehow you're the one who ends up drained, ignored, and quietly powerless. So let me ask you something. When did kindness turn into self-betrayal for you? Because it happens silently, not in one big moment, but in tiny choices, tiny yes decisions that slowly erase who you are. And today, we're going to expose those choices, the ones disguised as kindness, but secretly destroying your confidence, your boundaries, and your sense of self. Let's get into it. You see, most people think kindness is always good. They think saying yes makes them lovable. They think being available makes them valuable. But here's the truth nobody tells you. Kindness without boundaries becomes self-sacrifice, and self-sacrifice becomes powerlessness. You start feeling invisible. People take advantage without even realizing it. And worst of all, you begin to resent the very people you're trying to help. This matters because every time you show kindness that hurts you, you teach the world how to treat you. Every time you put yourself last, you train your mind to believe you deserve to be last. But that ends today. Let's break down the subtle habits that look like kindness, but actually make you weaker. First, you apologize for things that aren't your fault. You bump into someone slightly and instantly say sorry, even if they walked into you. You apologize for inconveniences you didn't cause. You apologize for existing, for taking space, for having needs, opinions, or emotions. You think it's politeness, but it's actually self-erasure. When sorry becomes your default answer, you send a message. My presence is a burden. I should shrink myself to make you comfortable. Imagine this. Someone asks you for a favor. You can't do it. Instead of saying, I'm not available, you say, I'm really sorry. I feel terrible. I know it's my fault. Why are you carrying guilt for simply having limits? Strong people don't over-apologize. They respect others, but they respect themselves too. Second, you say yes to avoid disappointing people. This one is dangerous because it feels kind. You convince yourself, it's just easier if I agree. I don't want to upset them. I'll deal with the stress later. But every fake yes you give turns into real resentment inside you. You say yes to extra workload, yes to plans you don't want, yes to helping someone who never helps back. Here's the twist. People don't respect you for it. They get used to it. You become the always available person, the one they call when they need something, but forget when you need something. Kindness becomes a trap when it's used to avoid discomfort. Because avoiding disappointment doesn't create peace, it creates weakness. Third, you give more than you receive because you think love must be earned. Somewhere deep inside, you believe you have to prove your worth. So you overextend. You overgive. You overinvest in people who invest the bare minimum in you. You call it loyalty. You call it kindness. But what it really is fear. Fear that if you stop giving, people will stop caring. But here's the brutal truth. If someone only values you for what you give, they don't value you at all. Healthy kindness is balanced. It flows both ways. Imagine pouring water into everyone else's cup while your own cup is empty. What are you supposed to drink from? Eventually, you crash, emotionally, mentally, sometimes physically. Kindness shouldn't drain you. It should energize you. Fourth, you don't enforce consequences when people cross your boundaries. You set a limit, but then you let people walk right over it. You say, "Please don't talk to me like that," but they do it again, and you let it slide. You say, "I won't lend money again," but you hand it over anyway. You tell yourself, "It's okay, I'm being understanding." No, you're being afraid. Afraid of conflict. Afraid of losing someone. Afraid of being seen as rude or harsh. But here's the twist. People learn more from your actions than your words. A boundary without consequences isn't a boundary. It's a suggestion, a soft request, a whisper. Kindness doesn't mean tolerating disrespect. True strength is saying, "I care about you, but I care about myself too." Now listen carefully, because this is where everything changes. You don't have to stop being kind. You don't have to become cold, harsh, or selfish. You just need to practice aligned kindness that comes from strength, not fear. Kindness with a backbone. Kindness with self-respect. Kindness that doesn't require you to shrink, apologize, or break yourself to pieces. Because real kindness isn't about being a doormat. It's about being a person with a full heart and a firm spine. So here's the takeaway. Stop apologizing for existing. Stop giving yeses that destroy you. Stop earning love that should already be yours. Stop forgiving people who refuse to respect your boundaries. Your kindness is a gift, not a weakness, but only when you give it to yourself first. If this hit you, that's not a coincidence. It's a sign. Now I want to hear from you. Which one of these habits do you want to break starting today? Drop it in the comments. And if you found value in this message, hit like, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe for more powerful content every week. Because your power isn't gone. It's just been hiding underneath your kindness. And it's time to get it back.